hashtags work.
Well, you got a better idea than I do. Let me have a look. Right. Okay, we'll get going. So, also, did you notice I was caught in a strange little room when we left off last time?
Yes.
I did not know how to get out of that room.
Okay, I've actually played that sequence in a little bit further on, while you were like having tea and stuff, just because I was like, okay. It turns out I was right near where you started the stream.
Okay.
It was like further on than I thought I was, and like because I'm not going to hear the dialogue and stuff like that, I was like, okay, it'll be kind of handy if I've got an idea of what's coming up.
What's going to happen?
Yeah, like I've played all of this at least twice through, but not for a while. Like I can't remember much specifics wise.
Yeah. 'Cause it must have been like 2011 when it came out, maybe, and then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, there we go. I can see. Sorry, I can see like there's one person watching, which
Yes,
I guess it's.
That's me, or maybe you.
Well, yeah. It seems weird that it doesn't say two, but anyway.
Also, in my boredom at the end of the last stream, well, not my boredom, but you know, like just like I don't know how to get this room, and I'm going to go off in a minute. I just created these two portals, just this side, just the walls. You'll see what I mean in a minute. Purely, you know, just to have stupid, just do this with it over and over again.
Okay.
I could just run through a.
Right. Okay, it's just loaded in there now, so I can
okay.
see.
So that's the.
Oh, so you're looking at two portals. You're doing that thing everyone does at the start of Portal 1.
Hey, look, I can see my butt. Right. Yeah. So how do we get out of this room? Oh wait, do I need to be over there? I guess. Yes. Oh, it's gone dark. That's usually signs
There's
to me.
another wall over here.
Where? Oh wait, there. Wait, was that just where I just was?
Oh, I'll tell you, humans. Oh, love them. Just the way they look is great, and their folklore, wonderful and colourful.
Wheatley's talking about folklore.
Yeah.
He's trying to get past the whole being a racist person towards humans. Like,
Yeah, the bit I missed on the stream before, which I've completely forgotten about, was the ghost story he tells, which is just like, that's just fantastic. Some of the writing in this is absolutely brilliant.
Oh, is that a pole? Is that a wall down there? Yeah. How do I get down there? Nope. Nope. This is probably just really frustrating now watching me do this badly.
I mean, more so the fact that, you know, I'm hearing what you're doing and then seeing it like 20 seconds.
Yeah. So I can see the wall I've got to get to. Unless. Right. There's a way out. There's a portal down there, which means there must be something I can make a portal with up here.
I'm almost positive you just jumped down there.
Seriously?
Did we not just tell you so?
Oh wait. Oh yeah, you can jump on these. I guess.
Well,
Yeah, that makes sense.
I'm going to take this rail down the back way. See you at the bottom. Good luck.
And then just follow this tube round.
Yeah, totally.
Here we go. So you do the same thing and not stay up and watch the Royal Rumble, or not like?
Yes.
Yeah, that's probably good.
Well, I mean, also because I don't have access to it.
Well, yeah. Well, you could have come over. You know, you can always come over.
Not when we work tomorrow.
Yeah. When you said you were considering it when we were out that night, and I was like, what the fuck?
that was because I'd had a drink and anything seemed like a good idea. No, like I would potentially be up for seeing it, but well, I was also like when you said that, I was like, yeah, sure, I can do 1 o'clock in the morning. Forgetting, no, it starts at 1 o'clock in the morning. It finishes at like 4.
Oh yeah, if they finished at 1, I would be up for watching like all of them, like all the pay-per-views. Ooh. That's weird. So there's one of those hologram things. Well, you know, one of those barriers that means you can't carry stuff into this room from the previous place. Which must mean there's something in that big like cylindrical place that you can actually pick up.
Not necessarily.
No.
No, sometimes they put the grills over just to, for one, the grill also, like gets rid of any portals that you have placed. So I guess it's to make it clear that it's a new area.
This is
Turret
fresh.
redemption lines active. Please do not engage with turrets heading towards redemption.
Yeah, we've seen there's a lot of talk that AJ Styles will actually make his debut tonight as well.
Oh, no. Has he not done anything for them at this point?
No, nothing yet.
Has he been doing like dark matches and stuff?
No, not even that, no.
Really?
There's talk that it could be the first time they brought in one of these people, like you know, indie darlings, and not put them in NXT and just put them straight onto the main roster.
Yeah.
Which you'd think if there was one person in the past 10 years who'd built up enough of a name on the indie circuit to, you know, be brought in as a fairly big star, it would be AJ Styles.
Absolutely. I thought it was nuts. I didn't realise they were kind of in the habit of doing that. I mean, it makes sense with like Neville, but whatever he was called before that, like, you know, he was a UK indie circuit guy.
Yeah.
But, like, I thought it was bizarre that they had Samoa Joe, who was like,
yes,
he wasn't just X Division champ. He was the TNA champ at one point.
Yep.
Right. Like,
And also, Ring of Honor champion, like kind of.
Like it's, you know what I mean? He's not.
Yeah.
I've heard of him, therefore
Yes.
he's, you know, at least semi-big news. Like, and you lose the impact of the debut when you bring him through NXT first. I know they do the thing where they like to be like, okay, here's the next round of NXT stars breaking into the big time, but it's like it's not the same as when Taz debuted. You know, it's like he's probably on the same sort of level of popularity, people knowing about him, as Taz was when he
absolutely
came up to WWE.
So like there's a lot of chat that he'll be an entrant in the Royal Rumble, like no surprise.
Yeah.
Which I guess would make sense.
Uh-huh.
There's no expectation on him to win, but at the same time you can have a good showing and like.
Yeah. It eliminates someone big, and then there's you set up for the feud for the next 2 months. Yeah.
There's also apparently he's actually been in New Japan Pro Wrestling at least past sort of 2 or 3 years. Right, he hasn't been in TNA, and they started this thing called like the Bullet Club, which was him and like 2 other people or 3 other people, and they brought. So what they tend to do now is with obviously they have no like sort of serious competition, so like they've actually started to acknowledge other federations exist, and they actually sort of said like, you know. They tried to do it as a rumour, but on their actual website, so it was pretty obvious that they were coming in. But it was like rumours that AJ Styles and the Bullet Club signed for WWE.
Okay.
So that could be quite interesting if he comes in as a like faction, you know.
Is that them acknowledging, like when you say that, you just mean like Japan? Like, presumably, they don't talk about TNA, presumably still?
I think they still haven't actually mentioned TNA. I think they let Sting mention it in like one of his interviews or DVDs or something like that.
Right, okay.
But like. That was because obviously, how are they going to explain where he'd been for the past like 7 years?
Yeah, that was always the thing where it's like, it's well-known wrestler Sting.
Yeah.
They're just like really conspicuous, and they always were like weirdly conspicuous. But like every now and then they would acknowledge that WCW existed.
Yeah.
Not just with like the DX stuff when they went and sort of, you know, invaded the Nitro set and stuff, but like. Just when certain people were defecting, they'd be like, "Oh, he's a big star from WCW."
Yep.
And then certain other people that just like they just pretended like Jericho just was born backstage at Raw. Or whatever.
He was an immaculate conception. Vince just birthed him into the world.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, no, Jericho's around at the moment as well, so he'll be in it.
Yeah.
Template. Response.
This guy is.
Response.
There's a robot with some personality here talking to us.
Template.
Yes.
Response.
The gist there is this is.
Follow me. You're gonna love this.
Response.
So you're going through the turret assembly line here essentially, and some of them are useful turrets and some of them are defective units. And like some of these tests are
Ta-da! Only
reading
the
those
turret
out.
control center. Thank you very much. Here, come and have a look out the window. Good. just walk up to the window and have a look out. See that scanner out there? Right? It's deciding which turrets to keep and which to toss, and it's using that master turret there as a template. Now, if we pull out the template turret, it'll shut down the whole production line. Right, I'm gonna have to hack the door so that we can get at it.
Yeah, we just saying the same things you were just saying.
You'll need to turn around while I do this. Turn around! I'll only be a second.
Why does Whitley like me turning around? It doesn't like me watching him do stuff.
I don't know. It's a weird thing that they keep coming back to.
Okay, that was quite funny. So I'm going to have to hack the door, but you have to turn around.
That where he breaks the window.
And he breaks the window, yeah.
That one's good. Like, there's another couple of times where he hacks doors and stuff. It's just like, seriously, I can't do it if you're watching.
Yeah.
Hey. The stream has just completely frozen on my side. Although, you know,
I know.
I think I was telling you, like, the router's not in the most sensible position in the house, so the net reception's not fantastic in this room.
Seems to be running on the... Oh, wait.
I'm just refreshing the page here now.
Template. Response. Template. Response.
Yeah, it seems like it might crash.
Yeah.
Is it still crashing your end now when you refresh it?
I've refreshed, but the just the outside of the page was just taking a minute to load. Yeah, I've just got black screen with spinny circle of doom here.
Weird. Okay, I'll
It's still saying live in the top right corner. Oh, can you now staring at the back of a turret?
Oh yeah, I am. So it's just my... So wait, so it's all working fine for you?
I can see that image. It looks like you're sitting doing nothing, but I can't see like you moving either. Oh, there we go. Now I can see stuff moving now.
Oh, okay, it must have just been weird.
Yeah, it's just yeah.
Template. Response.
Oh no, yeah, that was strange. Yeah, but before, like, about 10 minutes before I start streaming, my house did that thing where, you know, the lights dim for a second, then come back up. I was like, oh, weird.
Yeah, it's just like power surge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so he wants me to grab this, doesn't he?
Well, that should do it.
Template missing. Continuing from memory.
Oh, it hasn't done it. Right, let's figure out how to stop this turret line. Have you got any ideas? Any ideas? Any ideas? No?
I've got nothing with you.
Template. Template.
Oh wait, what if I stand here?
Response. Template.
Was that you standing in the scanner?
Yes.
Does anything happen?
I've got an achievement saying scanned alone,
Ah, I must have missed that.
but not much else.
Response.
Oh wait, so they all gonna be defective now, maybe?
Response.
Oh, yes, they're all getting chucked away
Are you
now.
still thinking, or what's happening?
And Willie's giving a shit for doing nothing.
Tell you what, here's a plan. Let's just...
What? So it worked just with it just scanning you?
So now...
Silence.
Oh wait, no, that one's an actual turret.
Response.
Yeah, so... No. Strange.
Oh, wait!
Oh, wait.
No, I got it.
Oh wait,
No,
Willie's
I-
got it. No, he hasn't got it. No. Okay, so he's like, oh, I've got it. No, wait, I haven't got it.
Okay, no. So I wasn't
I
sure
just
if
had
what
one
you'd
idea,
tried
which is
there
that I
would have
could
actually worked,
pretend
because
to her
I've
that
never
I've
tried that.
captured
But
give you over
there is an
and
intended
with
solution
another
here.
Response.
Oh.
living, so...
Oh no. This is
should be
where
on
now,
that?
like,
Template.
it's part of me that wants you to tell me, and the part of me that wants
Yeah.
you to figure it out. Is there something I can...
Template.
There's no turret in it.
Response.
Maybe the system stores a backup in
What's
it?
your thought process?
think this through? So there's no turret in it. Wheatley just said maybe it stores a backup somewhere.
Yeah, there's no turret in it. So when you take the turret off, it says,
Oh, no, hang
"Oh,
on,
we've
what?
lost the model."
What if we gave it someone else to
It says words to the effect of continuing from memory.
Yes. I'm in the room though, right? I don't need to leave this room.
No, you can.
One of the
There's an area you can move around in right now, and there's an area you're blocked from progressing to.
Yes.
Template.
So,
Response.
rule of things in Portal is if you can go there, it's worth looking around.
Yes! Go and catch one of the crap turrets and bring it back.
Response.
Oh, okay, so Wheatley just told me.
Did he? Oh, okay.
He was like, go catch one of the crack turrets and bring it back.
There you go.
Yes! Go and catch one of the
And you know,
crap
he's saying it
turrets
over and over
bring
again. I get it, okay. I wonder how long it gives you to figure it out. Oh, okay, so it's just because I didn't go far enough up to this area here. I just went up the stairs a little bit, then turned back around and thought, oh, there's nothing up here.
Response.
Oh, okay.
So now,
Yeah,
yeah.
You've just done that on the bit I can see.
Yeah.
Response.
This is ridiculous.
Template. Response.
Okay, let's catch this guy.
Oh, thank God. You saved my bacon, pal. Where we go? Is this a jailbreak?
It's good that they, do that and have him sort of give you the solution eventually, because it's
Yeah.
like, yeah, right, this isn't like a huge puzzle or anything. It's like,
Yeah.
Template.
the most frustrating thing in games like this is when you can't suss out the section you're in, so
Yeah.
you progress.
Let's see how this
Like,
plays like so.
it's a completely linear game if you don't get a section or
Yeah.
whatever, just stare at it for forever.
Okay,
It feels
keep
like.
your eye on the turret line. I'm gonna go and hack the door
And
open.
that's where like the temptation is always.
Okay,
I always do that thing if I'm playing like puzzle games and stuff, like, oh, I'll just look up this one solution, and then I don't stop looking at facts for the rest of the
Yeah.
game
Keep one
because
eye on
I'm
the
lazy.
door.
Yeah, I mean that's part of the reason why I'm quite intrigued or tempted to maybe pick up The Witness on Tuesday, because
Yeah.
I could literally play on a stream completely blind, like without
Yeah.
any help at all, which might be quite frustrating, but might be quite an interesting thing to do.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, obviously I've not started streaming anything yet or anything like that, but like, it's pretty rare for us to be able to cover something right at the ground floor,
Yes,
especially something like that when no one really knows what it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's go and take care of that neurotoxin generator as well.
I think Firewatch will be something that I'll definitely get on day one and start digging into, and
yeah,
maybe try and, if it's interesting enough, maybe try and stream it or blog about it or whatever.
well, you can do that right out the PS4 these days,
That's it. That is it.
stream, you'd be a big part of the, hashtag.
Bring your
Hashtag.
daughter to work day.
What's the stream equivalent of the Twitter RT?
40 potato bags.
Is there a dump on?
Garrison.
I don't know. I don't think so. Not that I've heard of. To be fair, I'm still quite new to this as well, so there might be. And I'm just like dissing all those, hot Twitch
Well,
streamers.
at least it's not a
By not knowing that lingo.
But it's not terrifically original, is
I got
it?
myself some tile sword. You see? Are you on the computer or on the?
Even within the
Yeah, I'm on the
child
laptop.
sciences.
You see the little tiles I got going on?
I don't know what you mean when you say tiles.
Like below the screen, there's like little information things.
Where at the bottom where it says your Twitter and your YouTube and stuff.
What is it? Which it should just be 3 now.
Right up
Yeah.
into the ceiling.
On the bottom of your screen, I
Oh,
can
places
see your
got
Twitter
really
handle, your
overrun with
YouTube,
potatoes
and
at this
your
point.
and the
Please don't
website.
starve, though.
Huh.
Is that what you're talking about or not?
So yeah. Oh no! Right below the actual, like in the actual website below the stream.
Okay, I've got. Oh, I wasn't scrolling that down. Oh, okay, so I can see you've got
Yeah.
about me and the Sushi Casts.
Yes.
Stuff.
See?
Okay. Well, I'm pleased for
pretty
you,
sure we're
but
going
no
the
one's
right
going to
way.
look at that because it's too far down the screen that you can
no.
see anything. When
Oh,
the screen
wow.
loads up, you've got title, then you've got main game screen, and then you've got like follow and share and settings, and you can see who's there, and then everything else is. I didn't even realise there was anything to scroll
Oh
down to there.
no! Oh, that was a good hour of my day spent today.
You can say that took like 10 hours or something.
No, it's like I mean, it might have been back.
Maybe someone will. Maybe if you've got different resolution or whatever.
Yeah. Back in back when I first started doing this, that would have taken a while, but
Yeah.
now it's very quick.
But like I also realised I didn't have it in theatre mode, and why would you do this not in theatre mode?
Yeah. See my face up in lights.
Can I see your face? What?
No, I'm saying with theatre mode, you can see my face up in lights. See like.
Oh, okay. I think I missed that, by the way. But were you just going through the science fair section?
Yes, bring your daughter to work day and stuff.
Did you stop and read any of that stuff?
Stop and look at it.
Yeah.
Oh no, I just ran through it.
Okay.
Did I miss a lot?
No, Whitley kind of points out the fact that it's like 4 potato batteries, but if you stop and stare at the one baking soda volcano, there's some funny like flavor text and stuff around it.
Bigger than I expected. Not going to be able to just
So this is-
push it over.
Very go on.
I was gonna say, this is the place from the first portal, isn't it?
Some
Just
sort of control
the
room.
inner workings
Yes,
of it. Yeah.
absolutely. Yeah, this is Aperture. You're in the same place, but you know, in the fiction of the world, you only see a small fragment of what's actually there in the first game, and this is a much bigger, more expansive look at what's actually happening. So the neurotoxin they keep going on about is from the end of Portal 1, the boss battle with GLaDOS. That's on a timer, it's like a 5-minute timer. While she's processing the, as she constantly calls it, deadly neurotoxin.
Yeah.
Oh, now look at that. That's a big laser.
Which you do actually die if you don't complete that boss battle within the 5-minute timer.
Could be somewhere important. Although,
Yeah, I would hate that. I hate timing, like having to do things on the timer.
It's just one of those things where you die and you respawn immediately at the start of this battle, and it's not like doing it is the hard thing. It's not like you're going to get 4 minutes and 59 seconds in and be like, fuck, I've got to redo that. It's like figuring out what you need to do is what takes the time, essentially. Basically, she's got, at the end of the first game, she's got different personality spheres, of which Wheatley is an example of one. He's not in the first game, but she's got like her anger sphere and her, I forget what they are and stuff, but they're like different elements of her personality that you have to, like, you drop in an incinerator, basically.
Yeah. No, she, in, like, earlier on, she mentioned the neurotoxin, saying the scientists who created this test chamber won a Nobel Prize. I'm not sure what in, but it wasn't being immune to deadly neurotoxins.
Yeah. So many good lines in this game.
Yes, that will be important, I imagine. Keep my eye on that. In case something useful comes up, important words like password identified or something like that. There's a flat.
Oh, yeah, so...
Noted.
Yeah, just the bit with the science fair and stuff like that. Until this game came out, and that's something that comes back a little bit, is like, I didn't realise a potato battery was a thing.
Yeah, I've heard people mention it, but I don't know, I haven't got any clue how that would even... How does that work?
I mean, it's like, well, like, I knew you could do it with lemons, is the thing, because lemons are acidic. It's something to do with whatever the type of acid that they have. If you have two, I think it's zinc and copper or something like that.
Yeah.
Certain metals through certain substances create an electric charge.
Okay.
But I didn't realise the whole potato battery thing, which seemingly is a bit of a, you know, American, like, third grade science project that everyone does.
It's so bizarre that we don't do, like, there's some stuff, like, some parts of American life that we just don't.
Yeah, right, like, a science fair is not a thing that just is.
Yeah.
At all. In UK, so.
Yeah, but even like science fairs, like I've never had what would be the equivalent of, like, you know, scouts, like, you know, or cubs come and knock on the door with, like, selling cookies. That seems really, you know.
Have a look at that. Gorgeous.
Wheatley's saying something, but I can't.
Over there. Won't be here long. A lovely bird like that, I'll be off. Once in a lifetime opportunity, this, to see a lovely bird with lovely plumage. Be a shame to miss it, wouldn't it? Just for the old neurotoxin.
This stream is really struggling for me.
Is it? It's actually looking a bit strange for me as well.
It's so hard to tell what's my internet and what's my laptop, because my laptop's a fucking shit show.
Seems to be maintaining decent-ish speed. Yeah, but again, I don't know, because it's doing the thing on mine now as well. I don't know.
Tempted to jump in on the Wii U because that seemed really stable.
Yeah, we'll close the stream on the computer, but keep the computer on the Skype.
Keep Skype going. Yeah.
That's an option. But I mean, it's doing it for me too. It's strange. So again, it could be just because I'm far away from the router in here, or could it be an issue? Okay, I don't know. I've not looked into these sort of the technicality of this stuff a lot. Like, could it be because I've got Skype going as well? So there's like lots of lots of.
I mean, that does mean less bandwidth for Twitch. Are you wired when you're doing this stuff?
Yes. Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Then distance to the router doesn't really make a difference unless your network cable's like absolutely shot. But you would find it was like dropping all the time.
Yeah.
I think instead of just being slower. So you're hanging around the implosion observation area.
Sorry?
You're hanging around the implosion observation area.
Yes. I've just figured out how to cut this, you know.
Cool. I think the first couple of times I played this game, I never noticed that sign that says "in case of implosion, look directly at implosion." That's so funny, and I don't know why.
In case of the
That did it. Neurotoxin at 0%. Yes.
Oh, there we go. I got the neurotoxin 0%. Also, this is the first time I've had I've had a video flagged for like copyright, and apparently like some of the music in this, like they must have released later on in like a thing, because it comes up as being obviously sold as part of this album, but it's all like, you can tell by the name, it's all like, it's like a Portal album, like by them, but it like flagged it as like copyright, so like there's like 4 minutes.
What, like, can just no one see it because it's copyright?
And it goes silent for 4 minutes apparently when that song's played.
Okay.
Yeah, just strange. I'll appeal it later on, but I imagine that would, you could, as long as you appeal it, they would be like, oh yeah, that's
right.
Yeah, that's part of the game. So now I'm flying through this tube.
I can't believe I'm finally doing this.
It was weird because, like, when I first started to put stuff on YouTube, which was like 2.5 years ago, I guess, when I was staying with Mick after when Sarah broke up. The first couple of covers I went up fine, and then a couple of weeks later, something jumped up with it to be like copyrighted material and stuff. But it's like, that's me, like playing an acoustic guitar and singing Biffy Clyro songs and stuff, so that's obviously not a kind of like automated thing because it's not the copyrighted audio.
Yeah.
And then I just clicked something to the effect of "No, shh, go away, stop bothering me," and then it never ever happened where it flashed up again.
Yeah.
But like I never looked properly into what that thing was that it was trying to sort of tell me.
Bizarre.
I mean, technically, it's one of those things where it's like if you're performing someone else's music material that someone else has wrote, unless you get their express permission, you can't do anything that lets you make money from it.
Make any money, yeah.
But that's, you know, like performing in public spaces and stuff like that is, to my understanding, exempt.
I suppose what they could argue is at some point you might try and you might apply to be get ads on YouTube, at which point then you'd be making money off it, you know. But if you're not, I don't know. I get maybe if they just kept it there until, where do I go here? Like they could at least just let you have it until you actually try to do that, you know.
Yeah. But I don't even know if that was definitely what the problem was or what. But I mean, there's copyrighted music all over YouTube. You can see like any music video you ever want to and stuff on there.
Yeah. Right, where does this? So I'm very conscious now. There are times when you actually do need to find the little gap to find a port to fire a portal through, like which are some of the less obvious ones. Have you ever read up on Portal lore? Where is this aperture sign supposed to be? Is it in America? I'm guessing it's in America because of all the Americana surrounding it, but like...
I've not read up specifically on Portal lore. It's very plainly America. I don't think they say where specifically, but like I don't think this is a spoiler. Well, in fact, the game's very, very not very explicit about it. It's very hidden that this is in the Half-Life universe. I wasn't sure if you knew about that.
Yeah. GLaDOS emergency shutdown and cake dispensary.
Yeah, it's so good.
That's great. And the door just falls down.
The door just falls down. See, I think a lot of this stuff was still Eric Wolpart writing. I know most of the first game was his writing, which is why I'm so stoked that he's involved with Psychonauts too, because like between Schafer and him, that was the voice of everything that was funny in Psychonauts.
Well, it was nice catching up.
Now I'm in a toilet.
Let's get to business. I hope you brought something stronger than a portal gun this time.
Was this a boss fight?
Otherwise, I'm afraid you're about to become the immediate past president of the Being Alive Club.
The past president of the Being Alive Club.
Goodbye.
Yeah.
It's my big chance.
Oh, so wait, so none of these turrets will work, will they?
Correct.
Like, some of the stuff I know, of, like, I've been spoiled for, just because, you know, it's Portal 2 such an old game, is that at some point GLaDOS ends up in a potato that you carry around.
I suppose we could just sit in this room
well,
and
that's
glare at each other until somebody drops dead.
essentially.
But I have a better idea.
Yeah, but there's
It's
a
your
part
old
which is
friend,
like kind of an Easter egg,
Daniel
really, where you find
If I were you, I'd take a deep
I mean, even from the first game, there was other little things where there was like graphs in boardrooms that mentioned I forget what they're called now. The Gordon Freeman Company.
Yeah.
The,
Oh, okay.
the people who make the portal, not Paul's Ball, the
Yeah.
Dimensional Terror
Yeah.
one is in Half-Life. I can't think we call him at Black Mesa. And at some point in Portal 2, there's an Easter egg. There's a door that's quite hard to get to. You go through it and you find a massive like tanker ship thing, which apparently is something that's like kind of a big part of Half-Life 2 Episode 2.
Substitute core
okay.
accepted. Substitute core. Are you ready to start the procedure?
I've just plugged Wheatley into GLaDOS' thing.
Are you ready
Is
to
this
start
where the
the
switch
procedure?
happens? Where Wheatley becomes evil and GLaDOS becomes a potato?
Detected. Transfer procedure cannot continue.
Yes.
Unless a stalemate associate is present
Right.
to press the stalemate resolution button.
Yes, do it.
Yellow?
Yo?
Are you back?
Yeah, it seemed like Skype died just now.
Bizarre. Yeah, that very bizarre. Everything seems to be running okay still here. The stream's still going.
Yeah.
Yes. Hey, we have 3 viewers. There's one. Hi, guy, whoever you are. It's
Right,
probably Al.
You're gonna have to for a second because I'm gonna stop viewing on here. I'm gonna try it on the Wii U instead.
Oh, okay, no problem.
I'm also gonna go grab a beer on that, so I'll be away for a few minutes. But
Yeah.
like, I didn't want to talk over the dialogue of what's happening for
Okay.
you now anyway, because it's really good.
No problem.
Press the button. Press the button. Press the button.
Not so fast. Think about this. You need to be a trained stalemate associate to press that button. You're unqualified.
Okay, don't listen to her, alright? It is true that you don't have the qualifications, but you've got something far more important. A finger, alright, with which to press that button so that she won't kill us.
Impersonating a stalemate associate. I just added that to the list. It's a list I made of all the things you've done, but it's a list that I am making, because you're still doing things right now, even...
Stalemate resolved. Please return to the core transfer bay.
Okay,
Go!
I think this
Wait,
is.
what if this hurts? What if
switch
this
over
really
happens.
hurts? Ah, I didn't think of that.
Oh, it will. Believe me, it will.
Are you just saying that, or is it really going to hurt? You're just saying that, aren't you? You're just no, you're not. It is going to hurt, isn't it? Exactly how painful are we? Ah!
No! Stop! No! No! No!
Check me out, partner. We did it. I'm in control of the whole facility now. Whoa! Would you look at this? Not too bad, eh? Giant robot, massive. It's not just me, right? I am bloody massive, aren't I? Oh, right, yeah, the escape lift. I'll call it now. There we go. Lift called. Look how small you are down there. I can barely see you. Very tiny and insignificant. Wait, I've just thought of something. How am I gonna get in? You know, being bloody massive and everything. Wait, I know. You get into the lift, okay? Then I'll eject myself out of my new body into the lift just as you pass by me. Brilliant. It's perfect, except for all the glass hitting us when I smash through the lift. That's a bit of a problem. Also, once I eject myself out of the core, the lift might stop. Then we'd be trapped in a lift full of broken glass, suspended 50 feet off the ground. You know what? Just get in the lift, and we'll iron out the details as we go. I tell you, I knew it was going to be cool to be in charge of everything, but wow, this is cool. And check this out, I'm a bloody genius now.
Estás usando este software de traducción de forma incorrecta. Por favor, consulte el manual.
I don't even know what I just said, but I can find out. Oh, sorry, no, the lift, yes, sorry, I keep forgetting. This body's amazing, seriously. I can't get over how small you are, but I'm huge. any idea how good this feels? I did this. Tiny little Wheatley did this.
You didn't do anything. She did all the work.
Oh, really? That's what the two of you think, is it? Well, maybe it's time I did something then.
What are you doing? No, no, no!
And don't think I'm not onto you too, lady. You know what you are? Selfish. I've done nothing but sacrifice to get us here. And what have you sacrificed? Nothing. Zero. All you've done is boss me around. Well, now who's the boss? Who's the boss? Ah! See that? That is a potato battery. It's a toy for children. And now she lives in it. Sorry, what?
The engineers tried everything to make me behave, to slow me down. Once, they even attached an intelligence dampening sphere on me. It clung to my brain like a tumor, generating an endless stream of terrible ideas.
No, not listening, not listening.
It was your voice.
No, you're lying, you're lying.
You're the tumor. You're not just a regular moron. You're designed to be a moron.
I am not a moron!
Yes, you are. You're a moron they built to make me an idiot.
How about now? Now who's a moron? Could a moron hunt you into this pit? Ah! Could a moron do that? No.
Yeah, so that was pretty fantastic.
Hey, dude.
Hey, how's it going?
Yeah, son.
That was a pretty great scene.
Is it just kind of finished?
It's just finished now, yeah. Especially the bit where she said they gave me like a virus thing to give me loads of stupid ideas, and it was your voice, like, completely.
Because I'm a potato.
And now GLaDOS is a potato.
My slow clap processor made it into this thing, so we have that. Since it doesn't look like we're going anywhere, well, we are going somewhere, alarmingly fast actually. But since we're not busy other than that, here's a couple of facts. He's not just a regular moron. He's the product of the greatest mind.
Yeah, okay, stream's not reliable on here.
It's not reliable on there, is it?
No, it must just be my signal.
It could be, because it keeps doing it on mine as well, it might be the bandwidth thing.
Yeah.
See how it goes.
Good, that's still working. Hey, just in case this pit isn't actually bottomless, do you think maybe you could unstrap one of those long fall boots of yours and shove me into it? Just remember to land on one foot.
Oh, shit. It's weird because I get how Skype would mess around with the bandwidth, but I don't see how it would do it to that extent. It's weird.
Yeah, I mean, like, essentially, you've only got so much upload speed coming through your bandwidth, so presumably your PC in the background knows, okay, yes, this is an application that needs some of that, no, this is an application that doesn't, so if Skype's closed, presumably it just takes everything like streaming through Twitch and uses all of your upload speed for that, I guess.
Where are we? How? Also, the length of time we were following there. This like Aperture Science must be close to like the the core of the.
Yeah, that's it. It's like the idea is it's absolutely massive underground. And you can see actually when you're falling through that pit, it gives you like your passing signs that say like 4,500 meters and stuff.
Oh, okay.
So this was as far as I played before. Partly because I'm playing with commentary turned on, which means you can't save your game. You can only load a specific chapter.
Okay.
So because that was a chapter select, I was like, okay, that's probably a good point to stop.
I didn't know they did a comment. I didn't know they did like any sort of commentary for it.
Yeah, Valve does that for like everything now. Well, like I assume not Dota, and I assume not Left 4 Dead. I don't actually know about Left 4 Dead, but yeah, everything in the orange box has it.
Cool.
It's pretty cool. It's just like a little, so far in the game I've hit maybe 10 or 12 of them. It's just like a little spinny floaty icon thing, and you go up to it and you hit the action button, and some of them actually do things visually on screen. Like there's a point when you're right next to Wheatley and they're talking about the Wheatley character model and how do you make a robot sphere be expressive and stuff, so some demonstration of his animations and what they had to do with the eye and stuff to make him feel like a character. And then sometimes it's just, okay, let's talk about this room, this sequence, this whatever's going on.
Is it like, who is it doing it?
It's everyone, and that's the downside of it, is it would actually probably be a little bit better if it was just one or two people. If there's like maybe one person talking story and one person talking tech. But yeah, Gabe does the introduction, and then if what they're talking about is an animation thing, it'll be one of the animators, and if what they're talking about is a story thing, it'll be one of the story guys.
Cool.
So there's no real consistency to it, is the one downside to the way they do commentary. And also, like, it goes over the dialogue in this game a whole lot.
Yeah. That's probably, be hard to, I guess.
It would be nice if, like, the game knew you were currently listening to a commentary bit, so it actually... it would be fine if it basically paused, but...
Yeah.
But they're never particularly long. I think the longest one I've heard is like a couple of minutes.
Okay. How did this game do, like, Game of the Year wise? Was it, like, in contention?
I remember specifically, like, what I was doing when I was listening to that Giant Bomb podcast for Game of the Year. I was working, like, a night shift. It was when I was at Sainsbury's at Heaton. I was listening to it, and one of the managers was like, "Oh, what are you listening to?" I was like, "Oh, it's this game podcast, blah blah blah." He's like, "Oh, what are they talking about?" And I was like, "Oh, it's the deliberating Game of the Year actually." And he goes, "What's in contention?" And I was like, "It seems like it's coming down to Skyrim and Saints Row." And he was like, "It's obviously Skyrim." And I was like, I don't know, Portal's pretty damn close for me.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure it was third on their list.
Oh, okay, yeah. It seems like something that they would like, especially like Brad and that seems like would like it a lot.
Yeah, I don't think any of those guys were that hot on it, and to be honest with you, I think most games the awards and stuff that year just because Skyrim had just come out, and because Skyrim was pretty impressive.
Yes.
Which I don't know. This is definitely something I would play more readily than Skyrim. I think this is a really complete package.
Yeah, as I get older, I'm finding myself leaning towards stuff, not like exactly like this, but like stuff that is like a kind of very, like not even linear is not the right word, but just a very like you say, like completed. Like this it has an experience.
Like everything this game does, it does well. The gameplay feels good. The puzzles are well designed. I think it's a pretty good looking game. The writing is fantastic. The music is good, like I was talking about before and stuff. It's like there's no weak leg to Portal 2.
Yeah. I guess why I was like so drawn to like stuff like Until Dawn. Like it sets out to do a thing and it does it very, very well.
Yeah. Yeah, there's definitely something to be said for that, and it's obviously like the scope of the project or whatever does make a difference with that. I like Portal a lot, but that thing's like a 3-hour experience.
Yes.
It's a nice little. It's not quite just a proof of concept, but it's not. It couldn't stand on its own. Whereas this, I don't really know if you've got any sort of idea of how long this game is.
No. I mean, I get the impression it might be maybe like a sort of 7-8 hour game.
I would say it's more in the 10 sort of range. I think from what I remember, you're maybe a third of the way through or something.
Okay.
Yeah,
It feels
so
like about a third.
it goes. Are you struggling?
No, I got through that now. It's one of those puzzles where like it relies on you spotting a tiny bit of.
That's it, and I think they do that in the enclosed area earlier on because the sections that you're going through now, which is like really, really in the bowels of the facility, there's a lot of that stuff
Yeah.
because this sense of scale was something that they plainly wanted to do because Portal had none of this.
Yeah, this is...
And like, Half-Life doesn't have a whole lot like this, really, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, this area of the game is meant to be the bit where you just like kind of go, wow, how big is this thing? And
oh god damn it, I just went through the wrong portal and came out the other side.
yeah. that's the downside to this section is it's a little bit easy to get turned around and lose track of where you're going and stuff because it all looks like pretty similar.
Yeah.
But yeah, kind of once you come through this section here and you sort of you end up back in some more internal space in not very long.
Yeah. Does it get back to like the test chamber type things, or is it like basically kind of like an action adventure game now, where you kind of
it's kind of an action adventure game, but you will there are definitely more test chambers in a couple of different ways. They put some interesting spins on stuff that's coming up, so you're coming towards one of my favorite parts of the game.
Oh,
pretty shortly. Not like a specific sequence or anything, like where things go generally from here is I wasn't really expecting.
Yeah.
And it's really good.
I'm guessing it wants me to get through this massive door.
Yeah, you definitely have to make it through, but I can't remember if you do something that makes the door open or if you find a way essentially to bypass it.
So there's an override button here. Let's just press it and see what happens. Oh, it's counting. Oh shit. Just from 4. Okay, so I need to get this portal ready before I hit that button again. I'm guessing there's 2 of these things.
Yeah, there's if you have a look on either side, there's the 2 of the big LED tower things.
Right. There we go. So I should be able to override this now. Oh wait, nope. Oh, god damn it, wait a minute. Oh, I'm being a fucking idiot again.
Was that you forgetting you can use portals?
Well, kind of also me just missing a really obvious spot to fire a portal at. This, and then...
Yeah, and they do a lot more of that in this than they did in the first one. The first game had basically practically every surface was portable, and if there was one of those, you know, it was essentially because they were all test chambers until you hit the end sequence of the game. Everything was valid for a portal except where there was like the dark grey wall texture where it's not.
Yeah.
Whereas in this one it's a lot more. Everything's not portable. You look for the white spots.
Yeah, closely further. I did put the normal portal in just not in, like, you know, I started playing it just sort of earlier today because I wanted to play a bit of Portal without like needing to stream, if you know what I mean. So I was like, oh, I'll play the original. Yeah, that's you forget how old that game is and yet how not even well it's held up, but just how what a fun experience it still is. You know?
Yeah, totally.
How's the stream on your end? Is it still jerky?
Yeah, but it's actually better on Wii U than it was on PC. Like it's not to watch at all, because it's cutting out like every 3 or 4 seconds. But it's staying current. I'm staying like 3 or 4 seconds behind compared to on PC. It was getting further and further and further and further behind, and then just hanging for like 20 seconds and then catching back up.
That's what it is, because it's doing it on my phone as well. I think it's so bizarre.
You should turn it off on your phone, essentially, because that will be using some of your bandwidth.
Well, even though it's on Wi-Fi, the phone?
It's still going through the... I guess it's taking your download speed rather than your upload speed, but...
turn it off anyway.
You should also turn your microwave off.
My what?
Your microwave.
Microwave.
Yeah, if you've been like microwaving a Sunday roast or anything for the past like 3 hours, that's going to be Oh no, because you're a wired connection. You're absolutely fine.
Yeah.
You should go microwave a Sunday roast.
Wait, does microwaving mess with your Wi-Fi as well?
Oh yeah, massively.
Good God.
Microwaves are awful for Wi-Fi, and kettles, if they're in the wrong place, can fuck with it as well.
Why? How?
Oh God, I don't know. Like, to explain why that's a bad thing, you have to understand how Wi-Fi works in the first place.
Welcome, gentlemen, to Abbott. Astronauts, war heroes, Olympians, you're here because we want the best.
Oh yes, that's J.K. Simmons. I completely forgot he's in this game.
Who's ready to make some science?
Oh, have you just heard the first?
Yeah.
Now, you already met one another on the limo ride over, so let me introduce myself. I'm Cave Johnson.
Cave Johnson.
I own the place.
Yes, he is. He is fantastic. It's a stand-up performance, and it's very well written. Well, I say it's a stand-up performance. It's J.K. Simmons being J.K.
Yeah.
Is that right, Carolyn?
Yes, sir, Mr. Johnson.
She's the backbone of this facility. Pretty as a postcard, too. Sorry, fellas. She's married. To science.
You still there? Hello?
Yo.
That dropped again for a little bit there.
Yeah, it's actually just flashed up on my Skype here. There's an internet connection problem, but the stream's also dropped, so I assume the router is doing something bananas. Oh, there we go. Stream's just picked back up. So what was the Cave Johnson stuff there?
He was talking about oh, where am I? Oh, there I am. Hey, so okay, there we go. About how he like owns a facility and like he introduced his secretary and he's like, she's as pretty as a postcard, but sorry fella, she's married to science.
Nice. Has he done like an introduction to like who he's speaking to at this point?
Oh, I might have done when I first got him, but I was still like looking about.
Okay. It's either that or it comes just next. So yeah, essentially you're in 1950s aperture.
Okay.
Now.
You just get a text.
Yep.
I heard.
So my phone's on charge, so that was sitting vibrating against the bedside table.
Was it AJ Styles saying, "Don't forget to watch Royal Rumble"? Please.
he's saying hashtag join the conversation. Oh yeah, I just heard that phone vibrate through the stream. That was loud.
I feel like I'm in the right place, but there's nothing to do up here. I must be in the right place though.
If there was like a really obvious portable surface to get you up there,
yes.
It tends to be the sort of thing whereby it's like, okay, you're up there. If you walk around enough, you'll have a vantage point from somewhere which gives you another portable surface that you couldn't see from where you were.
Oh wait, am I supposed to be there? No. I don't know why I'm like probably like sort of being really careful walking across this, completely forgetting that like Shell has those things where she can't get hurt.
Yeah, unless there's an actual bottomless pit. That's the other thing. If it's been there to get you up high, have a look at the floor. Then maybe it may be one of those things where you have to have momentum to
do a big jump.
Yeah.
It does look like that might be.
There's definitely some of that stuff in the section you're around. I just can't remember specifics.
It's left me a bit on the floor. Now where is it supposed to lead me to though?
It may even be as simple as the wall you've got the one through to have come out of there. Although looking at it, I don't think it is actually.
No,
I think there's I don't know how much help you want here.
Oh wait, I think I know what I need to do. I think I've been really stupid again. So let's just see if this works. Oh, god damn it! I missed the hole.
We've all been there.
Yep. Right, let's get back up there. Okay, so I think... Well, obviously I need to get level with that door, and I think to do that I need to go through here. Maybe right here. No, I overshot it. God damn it. I think that's definitely what I need to do. That's a pretty fun feeling, mine, flying through the air.
Yeah, absolutely. It's one of those things where it's sometimes tricky to get yourself facing the right way, because there's nothing more disorientating in this game than when you go through one, you're not looking straight ahead, and then it also flips you upside down because you placed the portal the wrong way up.
Yep.
Like, if you're staring at the portal as you go through it and it flips you upside down, it's like, well, it doesn't really make a difference. You suss it out, but if you're looking, like, say you fall into one in the floor, you're not looking down, you're looking ahead, and then it's upside down when you come out the other side. It's just like,
yep.
it's a track of where you are.
Okay. So I know I need to be up to this door up here. Oh, wait a minute. No, because that'll fire me over. Oh, no, wait. Okay, I think that might be it.
So where are you trying to get to?
Oh, there we go. Okay, I think, yeah, I got there.
You got it? Okay.
Yeah, it was that little weird, you know, inclined
I've
thing.
just seen you place it, yeah. So yeah, you obviously you go flying through the middle of the O, or whatever it is in the Aperture logo. There we go. Yeah, so the game's just taught you to look out for that shape of geometry.
Yeah.
That kind of weird 45-degree slanty bit.
Yeah.
Your test assignment will vary depending on the manner in which you have bent the world to your will. Those of you helping us test the repulsion gel today, just follow the blue line on the floor. Those of you who volunteered to be injected with praying mantis DNA, I've got some good news and some bad news. Bad news is we're postponing those tests indefinitely. Good news is we've got a much better test for you. Fighting an army of mantis men. Pick up a rifle and follow the yellow line. You'll know when the test starts.
Okay, so you're about to hear it then, I guess. But it's
I can't make out any of that stuff.
it's the praying mantis thing. It's like, for the people who came here to be injected with praying mantis blood, well, we've got some good news and we've got some bad news.
That's so good. I don't know if this is going to bug you or not, but you can turn on closed captions on this.
Can you? That might be an idea.
The only downside to doing it is sometimes it spoils the joke, because they don't just do dialogue. Like those, I was playing through the start of the game with those on, and it was like there's a point when you know, GLaDOS does something about people with a guilty conscience are startled by loud noises, and then there's like a freight train noise, and you see the entirety of it in the caption. Sometimes when it does stuff like that, it's like it says train noise.
Yeah.
So
I might save it for now, and if I do it, put it on at the start of the next one, rather than do it in the middle of a. Right. I also don't want to miss stuff. Like, I know there's like loads of little hidden bits. Like, I already found like one hidden room in one of the earlier portal things. Like, I'm really paranoid about missing stuff like that. I quite like to.
yeah, that's the thing with this one, with it being, you know, a bigger game. Like, it's easy enough in the first portal to explore every nook and cranny, and you don't have to progress, but to get some of the backstory and the lore and stuff like that, you have to. Like, the first couple of times I played through that, I missed on one of the you know how there are those sections where you go behind the scenes essentially.
Yeah.
You see the graffiti on the walls and stuff like that. That was one of those that I didn't see until like the 4th time I played through Portal or something like that. But with this one, just because it is such a bigger game and you're going through such bigger environments, especially like this section, you can't really.
Bound to miss something.
You will definitely miss
If
something.
you've cut yourself at all in the course of these tests, you might have noticed that your blood is pure gasoline. That's normal. We've been shooting you with an invisible laser that's supposed to turn blood into gasoline. So all that means is it's working.
If you cut yourself and find yourself, or you might be surprised to find yourself, or find that your blood is made of pure gasoline.
Oh yeah, this this stuff is so good. It's like you can tell you can tell how into Fallout they were with some of this stuff, you know.
No, definitely. So I usually get through to this door. How do we get through the door? It's probably going to involve some kind of jump because there's nothing over there. That could be portaled.
Yeah, the door's got kind of like a bit of broken catwalk leading out from it, hasn't it?
Yes, yeah, I think it's supposed to land on that. I was just trying to find a jumpable surface. I know that's like a... Okay, I see it. And now, to find a bit. So I need to get back over there. But I know now at least what I think I'm supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
It actually kind of illuminates it, so it makes it obvious. Like, put the one there. Nice.
Yeah, I think this might be some of these like outdoor areas might be like a bit of a case where you playing it on PC and it looking a bit better is a bit of a disservice.
Yeah, it doesn't make the...
Like from what I remember, like kind of the whatever the texture is of like kind of the rock walls and stuff was a lot duller on 360, so any white surface really jumps out.
Okay. Whee! Jesus. They obviously do that deliberately, but they make you just make that jump.
Yeah, absolutely.
There we go. Pump Station Alpha. Can you see the viewer count? What's it doing? How's it doing? Still just 2. So still just 1 at this stage, I guess.
This site uses cookies.
What?
Yes, it's 1. So apparently I don't even count here.
No, it'd be you because I turn my
okay.
thing off.
Oh, okay. I thought when you said you were included before it meant you on PC, but
No, I don't.
obviously not.
Keep it open.
So yeah, the the 52 next to that, that's people who've watched your channel like ever, right?
Yeah, which has actually gone up because it was on 48 when we started, so it's because that counts. So that won't count me or you, because obviously you've watched it before. If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So that'll be. So at some point, and I think I saw it at one point. There was like 4 people, 5 people, whatever it started off at in the.
Cool.
Which, if the stream has been really jumpy, that's probably what's causing the leave. Going, oh Jesus, this is bullshit. But
Nice.
I don't really go too fast. This stage, anyway. Oh, here's a little secret door. That's not the way through. Oh yeah, again, it kind of illuminates where it wants you to go. I'm starting to learn that lesson slowly.
Yeah. Yeah, I think these are. There's a couple of sections, like literally, like maybe one other or maybe 2 others like this, where you're going through sections like this. And it's like, I think they're the most frustrating areas of the game, really, just because I did a lot of kind of what you're doing, which is just like it's so big, you're not really sure where.
Yeah, where you're supposed to be looking, let alone like.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
There we go. I'll get to this next little bit, then we'll call it a day. That's been. I'd like to try and keep them like at 1 hour 15-ish.
Yeah.
I don't know why, because then I put it on YouTube afterwards. So I don't know. I don't know why I think 1 hour 15 is a good time. maybe it's because Toy Story is like 1 hour 15.
What?
Yeah, it's really short. It's like 70 minutes long. Toy Story. It's less than 1 hour 15.
Seriously?
Yeah. Google it right now. It's Toy Story.
That's insane.
Runtime, yeah. Because it feels really long, doesn't it? Or it feels like.
Like, it doesn't feel long. It feels standard.
Yeah.
I get that kid films are normally a little bit shorter, but I'd be like, okay. If you told me it was 1 hour and 40, I would be like, yeah, sure, probably.
Like 1 hour and 10 minutes.
Huh.
Yeah. When you think about it, though, because it was the first of those types of films that was so.
Well, yeah, that's true. They did take like a decade to make it.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So this is the blue gel stuff.
Yeah, 1 hour 21.
Oh, that's fun. One hour 21 for Toy Story.
Yeah.
See, ridiculous. No, we're not even trying. What's this?
Yeah, so this was, I forget what you called the game, but much in the same way that Portal was originally. Did you ever see anything of the it was a, man, I can't even think what you call it. The school in America that was doing the game development stuff before anyone else was. They were a student team who did the game called Novacular Drop, which was, they invented the portal gun, basically, and then Valve gave them all a contract and was like, yep, we want you to do this thing for us.
Yeah. So were they the leads on this one as well, I'm guessing?
I think someone was still around. Kim Swift was gone at this point. I think she started work on Portal 2 and then left while it was in development. And she was the lead on Portal 1. And she went and did Quantum Conundrum, which was...
Oh, that's like very Portal
similar, but a little bit disappointing from the little bit that I played of it. And yeah, so Portal 2 they were making anyway, but there was another. I really can't think what you call that place. It's like, you know, a lot of people have made their start there, coming out and doing those student projects from whatever uni it is in America that does it.
Yeah.
And the game they made was just here's the stuff with all the fluid, which becomes yeah, I know, right?
Oh no.
which becomes a lot of mechanic in here. Is like you'll find you start painting surfaces with it to make them be bouncy or to make you go faster and stuff. And it was like that was the game they were making. They might have been even doing it in Source or whatever. And Valve were like, "Yo, come work for us," and they folded that stuff into Portal 2.
I wish I was smart enough to make video games. Actually, no. I think it might. If anything could ruin video games for you, it would probably be making video games.
Playing one game for 2 years.
Yeah. Although I imagine like reviewing games professionally probably comes close to doing it for you as well. Like if you finish Bloodborne in a weekend, please, so you can write a review. Like, oh my god.
Yeah, like doing that stuff to deadline must be rough. I
think I need to go over there.
So, what's your predictions for the Royal Rumble tonight then?
I think Roman Reigns will win.
Yeah.
Yep. Although I don't know, because then what's the story for Mania if Roman Reigns does win? Like, how do they build up to Mania at all?
Yeah.
Like, what's the angle? So maybe he gets screwed over, and I think Roman Reigns will be one of the last two. I would bet, my foot.
Yeah, obviously it's going to go down to maybe 3 if they wanted to really. What's the deal if he gets?
Hello. Hello. I think we lost Graham again. If you can hear me, I can't hear you. Hello? Hello? that was left at a dramatic moment. It was like, what's the deal again? I was...
Okay. Yeah, so if he gets eliminated, he loses the belt, or is it like whoever eliminates him wins the belt?
I imagine it's once he's eliminated, he's going to be losing it. I think it's whoever wins the Rumble would be champion.
Right. Okay.
So it's not like a crazy scramble where whoever eliminates the champion is the champion. That would be insane.
Right. Okay.
Although I was reminded, actually, they did used to have a match like that, like back in 2007.
Really?
Because someone put a caption up of. Do you remember Brian Kendrick at all?
I remember the name, but I couldn't tell you shit about him.
So basically, he was a very entertaining, but a cruiserweight. He was like Paul London's tag team partner for a little while.
Uh-huh.
And then at one point he got a bit of a push because he was he could perform, and he was he had a bit of charisma, and he was called the Brian Kendrick, and the whole gimmick was that he was a rock star. And this was in the days of the brand split, so talent was pretty thin on the ground, especially on SmackDown side. And they did these matches where basically whoever got the last pin was the champion, but there would be 6 or 7 title changes in that one match because obviously the way it worked.
Where it was within a time limit sort of thing.
And so I guess he just scraped into that match because they needed 6 of the top SmackDown stars, and he I guess was 6th. And then at one point he pinned the guy. So there's actually a caption someone put up as a joke on the internet, which actually is off WWE pay-per-views, of saying new World Heavyweight Champion Brian Kendrick, and it's just joking that there could be a situation like that tonight if they wanted to just take it to a ridiculous level. New WWE champion, that guy who impersonates everyone and is hilarious. I don't know, I can't remember his name.
Is that what they're doing with what's his name, Mizdow?
Yes, that guy. I think his push stopped since we were watching though.
Okay, I mean I saw, I guess it was at WrestleMania or something. Oh, it might have been the Raw after Mania or something. They did the bit where eventually he was gonna took advantage, and was that even at the Royal Rumble? I forget. They completely wasted the opportunity that they built up to in any case.
Yep. It's guys so they say that people need to get themselves over, but the people need to take the initiative. But then when people do, and as soon as they take over, for them, so he got himself over, and then they said, right, okay, we've got it from here, and then they just killed his momentum, completely stone dead.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do in here. I've sort of, my brain's gone off now. In fact, this might be a time. What time are we on? Oh, 1 minute 16. 1 hour 16 even. So, yeah.
I mean, you got to do 5 more minutes if you want to be as good as Toy Story.
Oh, god damn it. Okay. How do I get across? It must be this gap, because there's nothing in this room. This room's a dead end.
Right, okay. So, what's elsewhere?
So there's stuff over on that side of the room. I'm guessing I'm supposed to get over there somehow.
There's like a kind of catwalky, staircasey bit if you look down and across the other way. Is that not a portable surface? I've seen you just go past it on the stream.
Doesn't look like it. It's got one of those no portals through this bit, force field around it, or no, like, you know.
Oh, is it? Okay. And there's not a bit where you can just kind of fall off and land on something, is there not?
Well, I can tell. That might be. Oh wait, maybe it's something down here. Oh wait, no, there's some stairs there.
For this next test, we put nanoparticles in the gel. In layman's terms, that's a billion little gizmos that are going to travel into your bloodstream and pump experimental genes and RNA molecules and so forth into your tumors. Now, maybe you don't have any tumors. Well, don't worry. If you sat on a folding chair in the lobby and weren't wearing lead underpants, we took care of that too.
Okay, so that makes that go. That blue bouncy gel stuff's just fun.
Yeah.
It's just like I could just hang out in this sort of stuff all day.
Yeah, so have they done any setting up of... Is it, you know, obvious if Reigns does lose the belt, who's gonna get it?
So I mean, I haven't seen the past few Raws, so I'm not too sure. Apparently, I saw some talk on one of the sites saying that they apparently had built Jericho up a little bit, okay. But which doesn't.
I'm sure by the time the Rumble actually happens, it'll be nice and obvious to you because the video packages are good, but boy, do they.
Yeah, give away who they.
Yeah.
But I mean, on the one hand, I think they were probably just building Jericho up in the last Raw to kind of like give just somebody some sort of like momentum going into this. But
yeah,
but then the flip side, so many people are injured at the minute that maybe they may say, well, Jericho's probably our best chance we have of getting like a good match out of Reigns at WrestleMania. So
and there's no one big due to come back from injury or anything like that.
Not that I'm aware of. So
I mean, if the last thing with Rollins was him losing the belt because he was injured, it does make sense to at least put him back in the title picture if he is ready to come back.
Supposedly, from what they've said, he is out until way after Mania, like a long time.
Right. Okay.
Okay. So no, I really don't. That's the one interesting. Oh yes, that was another thing. So sorry, yeah. So a lot of people think Triple H might like win it, like, you know, might screw Reigns over because it would make sense because it's like he can still go, like, you know, he's still like a, and you know, why not? It's basically taking the whole Vince McMahon Stone Cold thing to like its ultimate conclusion, like, you know, because Vince can never really have a proper straight up match with Stone Cold, whereas in theory Triple H, you know, you'd have a reason to think, oh well, I can believe that Triple H would believe that he could beat Roman Reigns, like, you know, it's kind of and he's, as much as people slate him, he is a solid performer, like, you know, he can
absolutely
he could carry what happens about bouncing knees on the side, he could carry, like, you know, well, anyone really, but
kind of.
oh my god, this is fun. We can certainly carry Roman Reigns, the kind of match he needs to have at WrestleMania.
Do you find, like, what's your take on Reigns now, aside from the fact that he's over?
Well, again, I don't know because I haven't been watching it. Like, I haven't been watching every Raw and whatnot.
Have
Because
you been watching like every pay-per-view or?
not even recently. No, I know that Reigns was over, but only to the point of him, like, you know, because he punched Triple H that one time. Like,
Right.
and also they had put the belt on Sheamus before that, which it seemed.
Yeah, that was the last thing I heard actually, which is just like I never understood what anyone saw in him at all, let alone when he was away and then kind of came back, and then it was like, okay, yep, here he is, enjoy the mid card.
Yeah.
And then the next thing I heard was, oh, he's got the belt. I was like, what?
Yeah, it's. I mean, it was either a stroke of genius because, like, I mean, I guess, you know, I guess Roman Reigns then seems like quite a good option. Like, you know, but. Or it was just so happened that, oh great, we'll put on Sheamus just to kind of have it as a transitional champion. Then all of a sudden Reigns managed to get over, at least for a night, and it's like, well shit, it doesn't really matter because we didn't have these big plans of Sheamus anyway.
Yeah.
Just, oh, just made that jump. Okay, I'm about to walk through this exit door and we'll call it a day. You probably can't well, you'll catch up in 20 seconds. But no, it'll be in. I'm kind of actually talking it out now through this. I'm kind of almost sure Reigns will lose the belt tonight and then win it back at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Somehow, one way or another. But hey.
But like, have you seen Reigns be entertaining in a match?
No, God, no. Well, no. Well, actually, that's not fair. Like he's been in entertaining matches, but
yeah, but that's not the same as
him being like carrying his load. Like, well, no, so I think
does he carry his own weight? I mean, yeah, right. You know, in a that's the joy of the real top performers is they can pull a good match out of anyone, but it's not the same as he definitely doesn't seem like a guy who can pull a good match out of someone.
No, he needs to have the match pulled out of him. Like, you know, it's and in kind of maybe like, I guess like maybe like a poor man's Brock Lesnar, he could in theory just be fun just watching him like beat people up, but he isn't Brock Lesnar at the same time. He doesn't have like, well, the sheer freakish strength of Brock Lesnar, but also he's not as like, he doesn't come across as legitimate as Brock Lesnar does, who
and also just that persona and stuff, right? Is like the whole, it seems like his gimmick is like, hey, look at me, I'm pretty cool.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no one really likes that guy.
It's
who likes that guy? Yeah.
No, you're not.
Yeah. So no, I mean, like I say, he can be carried to he's not like a lost hope completely. He can be carried to a good match, but he's one of those guys that's only as good as the person he's in the ring with. Like, he can't be any.
Totally.
So, which is why it would make sense for it to be someone like maybe Triple H or even Jericho. Because
that's it. Either of those can carry people to good matches.
Yes. And you would like to think they're both two people. And again, I've always been like a proponent of Triple H, so I've never really thought this of him. But I know some people thought that Triple H is always out, kind of looking out for himself. But you'd think Triple H and Jericho would be two people who, at this stage in their career, wouldn't have a problem making someone look just ridiculously strong in a WrestleMania main event, like, you know. Totally. Just putting someone over huge. I mean, Jericho.
The frustrating thing with Triple H was him elevating so fast, so freakishly after. It was what we were talking about the other night, where it's like, how many times has he had the belt now? He's in double digits, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, comfortably.
But since he, actually took over the reins as the on-air guy, and however much of that stuff's going in the background, but however much control actually has been handed over to him and Steph, since he got his lot, he seems like he's making the sensible
he's
choices that are like doing what's actually good. Not that I'm saying that a lot of what they do is good, but it's like in terms of not everything being about him.
Yes, absolutely.
And that was the frustrating thing in the mid-2000s, was because everything was about him.
Oh god, yes, it really was.
Yeah.
Like, I get they probably felt like they had no one else around, but you don't create new people by just having them lose to the same one guy all the time.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyway, we're better than Toy Story.
Yeah.
1 hour 25.
Nice.
But yeah, I'm gonna
call it.
Yes, I'm gonna head off and have a cup of coffee for Royal Rumble to get myself ready.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, this was fun.
It was.
I'll have a look when I watch it back and see if this weird stuff is happening in the video of the stream as well. But
see how it is. We maybe have to not do this by Skype, but who knows?
We'll see how it goes. Anyway, dude, I'll catch you in a little bit.
Right, see you later.
See you later. Bye.